Imagine a person. He's more intelligent than the others. He can travel anywhere he wants to in the world. The world is his oyster. And he is one of the most valuable skills you could possibly ask for in the entire world. Would you like to be this person? Well, honestly, everyone kind of would. He's Captain Awesome, this person. He's a man who can merely speak more than one language. In this speech, I'll be trying to persuade everyone to try to learn more than one language. The benefits from it are 1. Increased mental capacity, 2. Increased job worth, and 3. To have one of the greatest skills you can ask for on the planet. So first of all, let's talk about your increased mental capacity. In a study in 1991 by scientists Bamford and Mizukawa, state that children who grow up learning more than one language in multiple tests tend to be able to solve problems with much greater success rate than other kids, and tend to be much more creative as well. Also, in a study based out of Lund University, over a course of 13 months, scientists took participants and had them try to learn another language. After that 13 months was over and they had learned the language as best they could, they gave them MRI scans. It showed greater brain growth in the hippocampus area, which is where you store new information, and also 3 areas of your cerebral cortex, mostly where you learn language. Now, our ability as humans to solve problems greater than other life on the planet comes from our ability to generate knowledge out of language and such. The more we can visualize a problem with thoughts and convert those thoughts into languages, the better we are at solving problems, and also the better we are at creating things. So if you strengthen the parts of your brain that generate language, the more intelligent you can become, and the clearer you will be able to think. It really is as simple as that. Another way that learning language helps you is your ability to find new and better jobs. Now, not that everyone hates their job right now, but your ability to be at least bilingual can give you a much greater access to much more jobs. St. John's University has published numerous papers, and so have other countless universities, stating that the U.S. government hires more and more people every year that can speak an extra language to do jobs such as public investigation, speeches, and anything dealing with customer service. You can have much greater access to jobs that way. Also, your ability to travel abroad and work increases much more as well. If you can travel to another country which you can speak a language anywhere somewhat proficiently in, you can get jobs as a language tutor. For example, myself, I will be going to Taiwan to be a language tutor, and I'll be able to travel abroad for about 6 months just off the salary I earned as a language tutor. It really is kind of amazing just what learning one more language can do just in your ability to get extra work as well. Now, the last point I want to talk about will be my lengthiest point, is your ability to have an extra skill. Now, human beings, when they communicate to one another, they do so in such a way where they can generate complex thoughts. They can get by with numerous forms of communication that can help them enhance their life just in the ability to communicate. It is the most valuable skill that we have developed as people. Just think about when you go to work every day. True, you may be doing a specific kind of skill, for example, computer programming, but you were taught that skill by someone communicating with you to give it to you. Another example is maybe as a teacher, your skill technically is to teach, but your teaching comes from your ability to communicate with other people. If you can communicate with just 1,000 more people, you become a much more valuable person. Now, listverse.com once published a list of the most spoken languages in the world. English was only number 2 on that list. Number 1 was Mandarin Chinese. Number 3 was Hindu. Number 4 was Spanish. And number 5 was Russian. Now, if you can learn just one of those extra languages, your ability to speak with more people increases by anywhere from 300 million people to 400 million people to nearly 500 million people. And if you are brave enough to try Mandarin Chinese, you can communicate with more than 1 billion extra people on this planet. your usefulness as a human being could increase as much as 1 billion extra people. There are approximately 7 billion people on this planet right now. Your ability to speak with just 1/7, or rather, yeah, 1/7 of those extra people has now increased. You're a much more valuable person to society if you can learn just one more language, if that be either Chinese or Hindu or Spanish or Russian or etc., etc., etc. You can communicate with all these extra people. Your jobs can be more bountiful, and as I said before, your intelligence can increase also from doing this as well. So I'll go over my main points once again. The benefits of learning a second language and why you really should. You'll gain more intelligence, you'll have more job opportunities, and your skills and benefits as a human being increase much more that way as well. Now remember that person I talked to at the beginning of my speech. Let's call him Captain Awesome. You can be that person. It's just as simple as learning one more language. That is my speech, and here is my audience. If you look at him, he'll turn to stone. Thank you very much for your time.